Reality
I think you
view.
must make
Salad! Like that, eh?
Check. I can
Yeah, it would be like whoever's there, and then when you're speaking,
Oh,
you show
yeah.
like a yellow thing. So
That's fucking hilarious. So does it work now, eh?
the
work properly.
busy fighting on.
Okay. Yo, what's up, everyone? I'm Jerry. I'm coming through from Cape Town. That's where I reside. My favorite club, you can take a look. It's the Gunners. My favorite player, difficult to say, but at the moment, I'm really enjoying what Odegaard's bringing to the club. So yeah, he's probably one of my top players at the minute.
So now that we've introduced
London forever. Okay, cool. Still coming off the high from last night.
I just want to say quickly, welcome back everyone to the Just Passing podcast, episode 3. But I do feel like Arsenal is the best place to get started. So obviously, they are now 2 points behind Liverpool in the title race. City play tonight at 10, so when this comes out, we'll know what the result of that game was. But yeah, Jerry, take it away, dude. What did you think of the game? What did you think of the
I'll say some things, man. I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed the game. Loved the performance from Arsenal's side. First off was total domination by Arsenal. I don't think Liverpool mustered a shot to like the 63rd or something, 67th minute, somewhere in the 60s, which is they scored without taking a shot.
Yeah. Chances in the game.
And ball.
I think Arsenal's approach was good. We played more like a 4-4-2 in defense, so that was quite good. Martinelli and Saka doing some defensive work we needed as well. But yeah, lots to enjoy about the game. I love the Gabriel connection. That's what I'm calling it. Gabriel, centre back, just pinging over to Martinelli. I think Trent Alexander-Arnold was a clear point of weakness from our thinking in terms of defending. So we definitely exploited that. Yeah, sadness about what's this guy's name? Connor, is it Bradley? Connor?
Yeah, Connor Bradley.
Connor Bradley, right. The right back for Liverpool. Yeah, I think they would have loved to start him. What do you guys think about that?
But why didn't he start though? Because he played so well in the games before.
It's because his father passed away the day before.
Oh, hectic.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't even know that, bro. Condolences to you.
I think it was the day before or Friday or something.
If you're watching this Connor Bradley, condolences, bro.
Yeah, condolences, bro. His dad was dealing with some illness, so that was, I think, disappointing because that guy's a great defender as well. But yeah, what do you guys think of the game?
I think that Saliba definitely should have just cleared the ball. That first goal was like just confusing. Everything else, the ball coming back in clearly. Like, I'm not sure if he's waiting for the keeper to come and collect the ball or not, but
yeah, he was waiting.
I also thought it was a very interesting battle between Konate and Martinelli. Martinelli taking him to the cleaners. Like I get red card, just couldn't keep up with the pace of Martinelli. So very, very interesting.
That should have even been a goal. I think close to the beginning of the game, Martinelli just straight paced this guy. Like he ran so many yards, crossed it, and then Saka headed it, but like
just missed.
Remember that? And it's like right in front of him. Like it's literally just
for the title chances, Jerry.
Yeah, man, I think we've been giving a good title charge. Definitely 3 clear favourites, I would say. Spurs and Aston Villa also in the mix. But it's tough, dude. Liverpool are playing very, very well. And I think City are always a shout, bro. I wouldn't count them out.
City are still like guys who are going to. If anyone else is going to win it, they're going to steal it from.
100%.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, City are still fair because they still have 2 games in hand. Yes. I mean, after
they've got one game.
No, it's 2 games. Well, after tonight,
both teams look nervous. Arsenal at the start looked especially nervous, I thought. But I think because it was played at the Emirates, the crowd, the fact that you're playing in front of your home crowd just kind of helps you get over that type of like nervousness. So yeah, I think that's what helped them. Had they played at Anfield, it would have been a completely different thing. But respect to Arsenal because they deserved a 3-1 win. You know what I mean?
Be more fired up. They started that game miles ahead of Liverpool from the first kick of the ball. They pressed high. They employed a
Yeah.
mid block. They, whenever the midfielders would try to get on the ball, then they would like press. I think Liverpool starting a midfield of it was Jones, McAllister, and Gravenberch. Like I don't think they any of them were ready to deal with Arsenal's press. One especially with the first goal where Odegaard plays that like slide rule pass like straight into Havertz's pass. Obviously Havertz should score that, which is crazy.
100%.
But he hits it straight at Alisson. But Saka's there for the rebound.
Havertz should definitely finish that.
But Kai Havertz, I think that's probably the best I've seen Kai Havertz play in England, honestly. Yeah, Kai Havertz was sensational yesterday.
He was
gave
phenomenal.
Nate and Van Dijk, he gave them so many problems. Like he was holding the ball up and he was like linking the play and like being that decoy false 9 for Saka and Martinelli to run beyond him the entire time.
Up the wings.
So good. And I hate
he was really, really good. So that took a lot for you to say. Since you mentioned the midfield, like having Jorginho and Declan Rice, like run and control the midfield was very, very good. Jorginho's experience really shines through. He's an excellent player and he's so composed, which is what we need. And I think we were just generally well organized.
They were so incisive though, like every vertical pass like found its man, like from the centre backs to like Jorginho and Declan Rice. Declan Rice he's a colossus in midfield. Like whenever the ball came close to him, he would win it back and all of that stuff. So
do you guys think that they still short any players? Arsenal, except for a striker maybe?
Aside
left back.
A left back?
Kiwi was good.
I think
Kiwi's defending is decent. He made a bad own goal mistake, I think, a couple of weeks ago. But generally, he came in and, there were no issues. That guy defended really well. What do you think, Tanda?
I was going to point out Kiwi because when he came on for Zinchenko, like you can see already made an impact on who he was facing. I think Diaz, like already he knew, like especially when they make overlaps or an underlap, he knew what he was supposed to do compared to like Zinchenko, who like let's say you like the winger, like instead of like being touch tight, like being more aggressive, and Kyrgios gave them that advantage. But I think in terms of an extra signing, I think like with Timber there, because he can play both sides. He can play across the back line. So
across,
so and he's already class. From what we saw the first game he played, I think against Liverpool, we got injured. We was marking Salah. When he's fit, we know what we're gonna see. But big ups to Kyrgios for coming on.
So you guys would still choose Jorginho to play another season? You think he's good enough?
For certain games, I think so. I think you can use
maybe not starting every game, but definitely can still add.
But when you need a game controller like yesterday, in a game like yesterday, because against smaller teams you might slow the game down, but in a game like because Liverpool want to make the game frantic, they want to make the game chaotic. That's when they thrive. But to have a guy like Jorginho, especially playing next to Declan Rice, who's this enforcer, but he's also like really good on the ball technically, he just slows the game down in a different way. I think Jorginho, his experiences, he's also phenomenal. Champions League winner, of course. So.
But I think as Simon said,
just one of those things.
I think as Simon said as well, like it is Man City's to lose now because technically, even though they're 2 games behind, like I was looking at the European form, and in the last 16 games they've only lost 1. Like and that was without Kevin De Bruyne and without Erling Haaland. So.
And I think all of those guys are back, like Rodri, De Bruyne, and Haaland. They're all back. If I'm not mistaken.
So I still think it's going to be Man City to lose. And good luck. Good luck.
To everyone else.
Good luck to beat them.
Obviously, David Raya didn't have much to do last night, but long term, does he scream? Like, does he have the aura of like an Arsenal number 1, especially if you guys are going to start competing for titles like season in, season out?
It's difficult to say. I think historically he's been a really good keeper. He struggled a bit at Arsenal. I think that's clear. He's had a rough start. Gideon mentioned something to me a while back, but the energy that Ramsdale kind of gives to the back line to get them amped up and coordinated is something that I think I'm still missing a little from Raya. But yeah, I don't know in terms of starting number 1 to win Premier League. I don't know if I trust him yet, bro.
The buy obligation is there. Should we speak about Liverpool? Because Liverpool were not great yesterday. Obviously, they were 5 points clear coming into this match weekend, and that lead has been chopped more than like in half by like there's 2 points. And if City win tonight with that game in hand, if they win that game in hand, they'll go top. But Liverpool were not good yesterday.
Yeah,
the one thing I will say about them, just very briefly, is I think the midfield battle was very important, and we discussed we had Rice and Jorginho in the midfield as well, with Havertz being all over. And I mean, McAllister, I think he got caught out a couple times yesterday, and he's not a 6. We know this, and sometimes he's been asked to play the role of a 6. And play, have that composure, that ball retention, and he got, we picked him, we picked his pocket a few times yesterday. So, yeah, the midfield just wasn't there for me as well.
Was anybody else surprised by Nunez's omission? Because obviously he hit the post 4 times.
Definitely.
And I think he took 13 shots against Chelsea the other night, something like that.
Yeah, the team was crazy.
He took so many shots.
Obviously, he was against Chelsea, so.
Yeah, you shut your mouth. But I'm speaking more so to what he could have given that team, especially from the start. Like he could have given them a lot. Like he is very chaotic. So to have him excluded, and Cody Gakpo also hasn't really done much since he signed for Liverpool a year ago. So I just thought that was a really weird selection from Klopp.
You just want to hate on Liverpool because Chelsea did.
No, not at all. I just feel like if you're 5 points clear and you rock up for a title 6-pointer like that, Liverpool did not show up yesterday. At all.
Yeah.
Aside from
I'm
like 15 minutes at the start of the second half.
I'm not sure Nunez is like 100% fit. I think he's like mostly fit, but not fully. I think I heard something about him having like a slight foot injury or something. I don't think he was like hundreds.
In a moon boot,
he could have played, but yeah, I don't think he's at 100% fitness either, because that's something to consider. Because he's a super dynamic player, so always nice to have that in your team, or even bring that on late in the game. This guy's gonna run, he's gonna create opportunities at least. He will shoot, maybe at the post or whatever, but he creates opportunities for the team to score. So yeah, I don't know if you
I also think he's like really coming into his own this year, because last year, the comparisons with Haaland and the fact that he, was more expensive than him as well. Like that didn't do him any favors at all. So now, that the pressure's off, he's now been there for a full season. He's playing much, much better this year. So I also really rate him. Since it has been Benfica as well, like you can see this guy's a natural striker. And, again, it's more the battle of the midfield, I think, where they lost it than anything else. Again, not having a 6, you're going to be shit. That's just the way it is.
Speaking from experience, kids.
Shut your mouth.
Since Endo has left, like we can see how well they do with and without him not being there. So like whenever he comes back, we can definitely see how how crucial he can be throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, he's a really
Salah
good
coming
player.
back as well. Yeah, that's it. Let's talk about United. Yeah, United obviously won 3 in a row. They also looked very good yesterday against West Ham.
You just trying to avoid
the double.
This guy.
Come on, I just want to get your thoughts. Obviously, you guys might be turning a corner. Really good yesterday as well.
Yeah, I remember on the first podcast I was positive about United, even though things weren't looking very great. But you see, it seems like that has paid off now. That Kobe Manu goal, oh my goodness, guys!
Wow! Get out of here!
Quality.
How good was that, though?
Yeah, he's so good.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's so good.
But I think everyone stepped up. I think, Kito, me and you have been talking about Diogo Dalot, and Kito hasn't rated this guy forever.
I've never rated him.
Nah, I really rate that guy.
I'm still not convinced on Diogo Dalot.
I think Dallo would do better at Chelsea, and Gito would see that. Like, he's better than Chilwell. If you had to say
Chilwell,
because Chilwell's been out, so Dallo.
Let's talk about United. Chelsea will come first. I've really lost so much sleep over this fucking team. But just
Dallo. I will go as far to say that Dallo has been probably one of the best players for United this season. He's played as left back, right back.
He's one of the most consistent as well.
Yeah. And if you look at his SofaScore ratings, they've been consistently class. And he also drops into the midfield as a nice pivot. He's good on the ball. I love that guy, guys.
He's a good player.
I was just gonna say his skill set is wide because he can do the defensive work, but he can do a lot. He's so good on the ball. I think he saved like a almost not clear goal, but a really good chance. Yeah. Just came in sliding from nowhere. It was 1-on-1 pretty much. Was it the Jared Bowen?
Yeah, he overtook Maguire because he was coming from right back.
Yeah, I think any of us could do that.
And Højlund also another goal. Højlund also looked really good yesterday. I mean, the fact that he's getting service shows if you give him the ball, he will create chances and score goals.
He is a very good player.
Yeah, that goal was insane. Where he hit that guy
He hits the ball so hard. Oh my god!
Yeah,
so much shot power.
The way he strikes the ball.
He hits that ball so hard. Like even was it against Tottenham? There was another game where he hit the ball and it hit the roof of the net, and it looked
that was against Spurs,
come off the stanchion, and he hit the ball again really hard yesterday. Garnacho as well, 2 goals from right wing.
Garnacho's.
And these are young boys,
and it's the youngsters. The youngsters are coming.
These are the youngsters.
Yeah.
There's that one picture after one of Garnacho's. I think it's his second goal, where he's got Mainu and Højlund either side of him on the board, advertising board, and it's just
that's the future.
Have you guys looked at Garnacho's face and thought it looks like a bit like a skull kind of thing? Or am I the only one?
Crazy, I hear you.
Like
100%.
It's like a bit weird, right? Am I the only one?
Definitely,
Nah, for me, it reminds me of what's this? Like if you look at Michael Jackson when he got surgery, he looks like
his mouth is so big, bro.
His mouth is big.
I was just about to say
100%.
His teeth are too big for his mouth. His teeth are definitely too big for his mouth.
And I think his skin is so tight on his face.
It's almost like he's like he's got a mouthful. Like just that guy's weird.
He probably runs, dribbles at players, and is like. This guy's scoring goals, using any tactic. It's like Haaland and the farting all over again, dude.
Do you guys think there's a better player than Anthony?
Yes. I think we know that. I think that's
there must be, bro.
But because Anthony scored, what was it? A goal last week, wasn't it? His first goal.
His first goal in the calendar year.
He played so badly.
One goal in 23 games is crazy.
This guy must go play futsal or something, man. Where they just do the skills and I think that's a bit.
Believe in him.
Also, afterwards, he was celebrating he scored the craziest goal. Did you see him?
What a 4th division team sipping? Yeah, dude. Anthony is a joke, though. I don't think anyone takes him seriously.
Holy shit.
He is a joke. But
let's move on to Chelsea, bro. Let's go. Chelsea! Let's go!
Chelsea.
Now we can see.
Yeah, speaking of jokes and joke teams and nightmares and stuff, eh?
On the topic.
So what do you say?
I don't know, man. It's so bad because I was drafting this article about the progress that Chelsea are starting to make under Pochettino. And we've literally conceded 8 goals in the last 2 games since I've written that article. So that's what I deserve for being positive about this fucking team. Now we're a mess. We're honestly a mess.
But Kitso, when you go up, sometimes you take small downs.
The thing is, Chelsea don't go up. We are perpetually 10th. So much so that we're not even 10th anymore. We're 11.
Like
11th now.
we're 11th, bro.
That's horrible.
It's just like I don't even know what there is to say. I've been watching like Chelsea like content creators on YouTube for like the last day, and I've been reading articles, and the synopsis is always Chelsea are shit, dude. Chelsea are so bad. Like just for example, we scored a really good goal. Moises Caicedo slides that ball into Cole Palmer, first time finish on his right foot. You're like, dope. Okay, cool. Like this is the response. Like Stamford Bridge isn't like when you watch on TV, it doesn't feel like a place that is confident in the team that it's supposed to be supporting. And
that's sad.
Yeah, no, like it's almost like Chelsea fans are almost always waiting for things to go wrong, so that when things do go wrong, then it's like, okay, cool. We were expecting this, so it's not that bad, even though it is. So like okay, cool. We scored an early goal, and now you're thinking, let's just get our foot on the ball. Let's play this game at our tempo. We're supposed to have these two midfielders in Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez, who cost us some total of £220 million. And they genuinely can't play three passes between them. Genuinely. And literally, like 120 seconds after our goal, they pinch the ball of Caicedo in midfield. They go up the field.
Yeah.
It's a crazy deflection, but the fact that we found ourselves in that position, whatever. Later in the game, another ball comes in from the right, from the left. It gets a mix up. The ball deflects with Disasi. We're 2-1 down. And the minute we fell 2-1 behind, I think every Chelsea fan knew that nothing was going to happen. And the thing is, I try to stay away from, I know I was just saying I was watching Chelsea on YouTube, but I try to stay away from Chelsea, fan channels on YouTube, because they can be so toxic, and they can be so negative, and they can be so oh, Pochettino must go, or oh, it's this, or oh, it's that, or yeah, I get it. We're all suffering at the moment, but they're almost looking for reasons to be negative.
I just want to ask you quickly, if you had to say very briefly, in your opinion, what's wrong at Chelsea at the moment? If you could be brief about it, there's probably a lot, but what did you say are the most?
What's wrong? I just think the team is so poorly constructed. The team is so young, and the fact that there are no leaders in this team also. But also I feel like the easy thing is to say it's Todd Bowley and the owners, and it is, but it's they've invested as much as they've done wrong, they've also they're trying to employ people to rectify the mess that they created in the first year. The only thing is, when you have 2 years worth of squad turnover the way that we did, because we sold a bunch of players, we sold 8 or 9 players when they first came in. And then we sold another 8 or 9 players from last season going into this. So when you've got so many players, especially players as young as they are, Cole Palmer's 21, Noni Madueke is 21, Mihailo Mudryk is 23, Enzo Fernandez is 23, Moises Caicedo is 21. 23? Mudryk is 23.
Your boy plays he's 18.
Lots to learn, bro.
I wouldn't say he's, you know what I mean? I wouldn't say he's older than Cole Palmer, for instance. Those are players.
No, he plays. He's extremely raw, and he doesn't. It's crazy because he doesn't understand
football.
By the way that, he doesn't know when to take his man on. He doesn't know when to release the ball. He doesn't know when to run in behind. He doesn't know when to come short. He doesn't know when to shoot. He doesn't know when to pass.
Yeah.
He doesn't even really know how to cross. There's so many flaws to Mihailo Mudryk's game. And this is a guy that's going to cost us, I think, £90 million over the next 8 years. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you think about it, it's kind of ridiculous for a guy that's...
So you guys are still paying all these players for years and years, bro.
We also have an injury crisis, but every team has an injury crisis.
I was just gonna say the injuries in the Prem are quite prevalent at the moment.
Just to give you guys an idea, yesterday was only the second game this whole season Christopher Nkunku started. He started 2 games this whole season. And yeah, no, there are so many, but I just think that the inexperience is so bad. And I feel like if we have a player like Ivan Toney, maybe he probably doesn't win us that game, but he scores that header that Jackson misses. If you have players
like experienced players, quality players who know what to do when the going gets tough. They can kind of get you through those tough moments a little bit.
Yeah.
No.
I think you guys
So
need
sitting
That's a bit of
pretty
an
at 10, 10th place.
Yeah,
Just
you're a
seems to
mid-table
be-
team now.
Just
You
keep it
basically-
here.
You guys and Aston Villa have swapped in my mind. Aston Villa is now a top 4, top 6 team, and you guys are now at what Aston Villa used to be.
I'm saying, which players
Yeah.
now do you think would fit this Chelsea team? Besides Tony, I know you like.
I think
Ivan
we need. So, I love Ivan Toney. Don't get me started on that guy. Spine. Firstly, you look at that team that we had, like that team from yesteryear, like 2010, where it was Czech and John Terry and Frank Lampard and Didier Drogba. We had a clear spine.
Mm-hmm.
So regardless of who the coach was, regardless of who the players around them were, there were 4 guys in the team that were just uber reliable.
Mm.
Like, I don't know if we'll be able to replicate that. That's probably one of the best spines in Premier League history. But we need an experienced centre back replacement. Thiago Silva at 39 is just not there anymore. He scored yesterday, but Pedro Neto was licking his lips, dude. Pedro Neto looked at Thiago Silva like a piece of meat yesterday.
100%.
And he doesn't even have to do this.
You see what I'm saying? He doesn't even have Garnacho teeth. He's got normal teeth. So imagine what Garnacho will do when you look at fucking Thiago Silva. We need a centre back. We've got Fofana, who's got an ACL. He'll be back in the end of the season. Chalaba's back in training. We've got Badiashile. We've got Levi Colwell. But we need one guy that, regardless of who is there, that guy will be there, and then everyone else will just swap in and out with him. We need that guy. We need a guy that's going to be there for the next 5 years. But we need a guy that's ready now. We don't need it. But we need a central midfielder. We maybe need an experienced winger, and we need a striker. And yeah, I feel like if we get those 4 components, I feel like Georgi Petrovic is probably a good long-term solution to our goalkeeping issue. But we need we don't.
That's what you need, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We haven't spoken about F-Conscience.
Yeah, Jesus could do a job in our midfield, honestly.
But
We can do that now.
just say
We can do that
something
now.
about Chelsea before we end quickly. So, Tanda, I know that you also want to say something, but definitely
Tanda as well.
they showed how old he is. In my mind, he was the biggest problem. He got taken to the cleaners, bro. Like between him and Caicedo.
Who's this?
Thiago Silva. Like neither of them could defend.
He's 39, dude.
It was a nightmare to watch. Like he got absolutely wrecked. So definitely, I think 39 years old is pushing it. I think last season was pushing it already. So this season is just like, that's a goddamn joke.
Yeah.
This guy needs
and it's a shit show. It's a shit show because you've got his wife tweeting it's time to make a change at the club. Like if you don't make a change now, it will be too
Nah.
late.
He doesn't. His legs are shot.
And it was crazy because she tweeted. It's actually I read an article this morning. When his wife Belle Silver tweeted about Graham Potter, he was sacked 2 weeks later.
Mhm.
So people are like, this is some omen. Pochettino is on borrowed time. But it's just like, if we're talking about a change, my sister in Christ, your husband needs to be changed. Like there are so many.
Yes.
There are so many things. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna stop. So you guys are gonna have to stop. Like I will bitch about.
Tanda, you were saying that?
I will bitch about
You had
Chelsea
something?
for seeing.
I'll take over from here. But I think from what you're saying in terms of ball winning defenders, like I think, like if you're talking about like a consistent ball winning, I would say like Araujo, even like Konsa from what's this? From Villa, because he can do
Aston Villa.
he can do a bit of both. And imagine him and Cole, like Cole good on the
Together,
ball,
yeah.
and then
100%.
Konsa can clean up at the back. So I think that's a good point. But I think like in terms of goal scoring, because I was impressed with Nkunku's finish against Liverpool, even though it wasn't like the best ideal game, but the way he finished in that tight space, Like if you can just get more players that can play around him, like
if we can keep him fit,
That's the thing.
that's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
It's the biggest.
as well
He
for
started
other
2
players.
games all season. Yeah,
Because yesterday he
Actually,
got
yeah.
once and then he was
But
like, I'm injured. Like, bro, you gotta get on
Yeah,
it, dude.
dude.
You
The
can't,
thing
you
is,
can't
like,
lay
there's
there.
so many. Yeah, there's so many. Raheem Sterling, don't get me started on that fucking clown. I hate him. I hate him with every fiber of my being.
Bruh.
I
Every
hope he
time-
sees this just so we know some random guy in South Africa can't stand him, dude.
Bruh.
For me, he's like a gaslighting
I hate
player.
you
Like
so much.
he
Yeah,
gaslights
He
you.
came
100%.
off.
Because
and
it's
the
like, it makes
fans-
it seem like he can do something, but then
Yes.
he just doesn't.
But bruh, every time I see him play, I'm like, I didn't know exactly what Guardiola sold you. I can see it. Every time he touches the ball, I'm like, now I understand why they sold you. Like, bruh. Holy shit.
I like
It's a
him.
good
I like
one,
him.
this.
Honestly.
one of like
But,
maybe 3 players that are over the age of 25 in our team, and he doesn't give a fuck, dude.
Always
Because not
such a gun
even-
He
Kind
came
of like
off
an
yesterday. He looks overweight. Have you guys noticed Raheem Sterling has a beard? Like,
Yeah,
look at him.
100%.
He looks overweight. He doesn't give a fuck.
He plays for Chelsea, bro.
He's living his
What do you
best
think he's
life,
gonna-
bro.
He doesn't care, dude. Raheem, he came off to booze. He didn't even pretend to like have any urgency. He walked off, barely greeted the guy who was replacing him, who was Mihailo Mudryk. So we're fucked either way, dude. Like,
Because wait, this is the question that I want to ask, like with all of us, like from what we know with Sterling, from what he's done within his career, do we think Sterling is just falling off like other Premier League winners that we've seen, like World Cup, like where they started really well and then slowly just drifted out into being a bang average. Like he could end up playing for Crystal Palace when he's 30.
he looks like
100%,
Theo
bro.
Walcott, honestly.
Yeah.
He looks like Theo
Even
Walcott.
even
If you
sooner
exchange
than that.
Theo Walcott for him, Walcott does more in this league than Raheem
But it's,
Sterling.
yeah. I mean, it's also when you're younger, it's easy to be a winger because you have a bit more pace,
Yeah.
It's difficult to know exactly how you could, like, what your ceiling's going to be when you're a winger. Like, I always thought Charlie Musonda was the fucking shit, When I saw Charlie Musonda, I was like, for years, Charlie Musonda, but then as you get older, you're like,
Hey, he's not that guy.
he's not that guy.
Yeah.
But he's also one of the many
Yeah.
players that has gone to, the graveyard of Chelsea's youth system.
Yeah, the loan system, rather.
Bro,
than the youth
Lucas
system, yeah.
Piazon, does that guy even play soccer anymore, bro?
I mean, do you guys remember Marco van Ginkel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or, like,
I was a big fan of Marcus Ankle.
yeah, there was that guy Jeffrey Bruma. There was, oh my god, there were so many, dude. There were so many. I could, honestly. Where are they now? Let's talk about Bafana. Let's
Go on to AFCON.
move.
Some bright news.
I can't complain. But Robin Williams and like for what he's done, you're right.
Guys,
Like, I've seen
just
him-
give Ronman Williams a round of
Ronman
applause,
Williams.
guys. Hey, this guy.
That guy needs to run,
The people's
needs to run
pay,
for
bro.
president in May, guys.
Man, this
Ronald
guy.
Williams, dude.
Wow.
Dude,
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
I didn't even have faith that if that last penalty went in and we had to, score the fifth one to go through, I didn't have faith, bro. I was scared. Oh.
Can we talk about how bad of a penalty shootout it was? Like, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Like, when have you seen a penalty shootout that makes it to the end and it's 2-1? Like, how
Exactly, that.
Like, Ronwan Williams is amazing, but everyone else must be so, like, ashamed of themselves. The South African players as well. Those are some of the worst penalties I've ever fucking seen. Oh my god.
Like who was it
Jesus
that shied the post? I'm trying to think. Was it
From
Mokopa,
us?
like the striker? Yeah, someone hit the post, like, because I remember Mukwena like went straight for the middle, and then someone after him went for the same technique, but it's Lipasa, like the number 9 for Paris. He went like for the crossbar. I'm like, bro, this is not the crossbar challenge. And I was like, like, let's be serious.
He put his foot through that one, dude.
Bruh.
But for me, it's
also
Cape Verde. All of them, how can you all go left? It's like they were lazy to do their own research. Like, let's go all left. Like, come on. One guy scored and went right.
They all thought, nah, the keeper's not gonna dive left again. There's no way he's
Bruh,
gonna dive
exactly.
left again.
And then you just go down.
Even when they scored the goal that went right, Ronman Williams fault.
dude, he was
He
in
went to the right side. Yeah.
Dove in the
He
right
just
direction.
didn't get there, but hey,
Yeah.
he dove in the right direction. Like this guy is just
But
doing.
honestly, I
all
also
things.
think that it's
But
the
what do you guys
coach,
think
though.
about?
No, I also think it was the coach because afterwards he
Yeah.
went straight to the coach to celebrate. So I think that they did research on the penalties and the probabilities of the players kicking
100%.
certain ways. Because he pointed straight at
Sure.
me, like you knew this guy was gonna kick there, whatever. So,
Yeah, no, not even takes like deep like research, like even for Cav, like with Mamelodi Sundowns, like the detail that they go into it, because like with Rulani, the coach at Sundown, like this guy's like they call him the Pep version in SA. Like this guy goes into detail,
I see.
so like it
Sure.
makes sense
Yeah,
going into
100%.
Alcon as well. But I also think like the Cape Verde coach also took it now because he took off his best players like Mendes and Rodriguez. Like those are the quality players, and they were upset when they got off. So I think he also took it out, taking the best players to actually take your penalty. Because I think was it Mendes scored the last penalty, and they went through. So why did you bench one of your and he was the captain? So you mentioned. I mean, I'd also be angry, bro. I'd also be angry.
That's a big
Did
mistake.
you guys see Bebe? Bebe had
Yeah,
the
he
biggest
didn't take
case of
Bebe off.
Cristiano Ronaldo syndrome
Yo,
that I've ever seen in one guy. He thought he was that guy the whole game.
yeah.
For 120 minutes, he was
I'm
like,
him.
guys, watch this. And then he'll go out for a fucking throw in. That guy. Yo, if you are Bebe, dude. And then he still, after dropping one of the craziest disaster classes I think I've ever seen, he still steps up to take the first penalty, places the ball down, thinking he's Ronaldo at United. And then the keeper says that I was like, if I'm from Cape Verde, I'm looking this guy's address tonight. I'm giving him a visit. I'm visiting his house tonight. This guy, Bebe has blood on his hands. I'm sorry, but there were so many opportunities in the game where he steps inside and he can play a pass, he can clip the ball in, and he would shoot, dude. And you were like, no. And, he did it so many, and I was like, this guy thinks he's Ronaldo.
100%.
It's like if Ronaldo, it's like if Anthony carried himself like Ronaldo. Genuine. It's like watching a player of Ronaldo's arrogance, but Anthony's ability. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, he was crazy.
No, yeah, because he definitely like. I think like the one that took the cup for me. Like at some point he was like on the right, like, and he had an option to cross the ball, and the angle was so narrow that this guy was like, nah, I'm gonna take a shot. This guy goes for the side net of the goal, and I was like, this guy cannot be serious. Like you've got an option to cross. You're not like the city's here. Relax.
Yeah, no, he was.
But looking forward, like, what do you guys think of us versus Nigeria?
Nah, that's it for us, eh?
No,
I hate to say it, but
that was so quick.
No.
That was so
You
quick.
guys, let's get
Say
real.
that. Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
Victor Osimhen, bro, and Lukman together, like, I think that's it.
Yeah, Lukman's been
Osimhen has
doing
scored
well.
once
He's
the
a
whole
quality
tournament,
player.
though.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Lukman
Lukman is even more of a danger. Yeah.
Yeah, like, nah,
Gideon,
let's get real.
You can't come with
Dude, Nigeria they have defensive weaknesses, bro. Crosses into the box, set pieces. They from a couple of corners they're looking sketchy. Don't just give up hope like that, bro.
We don't have any tall
And
players.
the thing
We
is-
just score from crosses, Sherry.
Gideon, you do know we've got the best defense at the tournament, though.
Yeah, I
We've
know.
only conceded twice the whole tournament.
But we don't have any
Like,
tall strikers.
It's fine. We're gonna lock them
So
up.
we can't, like that. That Jerry was talking about crossing the ball in.
We do. Isn't our number 9 a tall striker?
Mahopa.
Yeah.
Mahopa.
If he did,
Yeah.
Mahopa.
Have you scored any goals from
Evidence. There's the
Yeah, he
evidence right
did.
there, bro.
Mahopa scored against Morocco, so
Now you have
Gideon,
to look
am I gonna go?
You must have hope, though. You must have hope.
Nah.
I mean,
The
but
thing is,
You can take
Nigeria
up
has won the
Cape Verdean
competition 6
citizenship on
times.
Wednesday.
We've won it once. Before we move on, can't we just know it?
Gideon
Just for a second.
Tapelo Morena, dude, is playing so well. And this guy that's so experienced, the number 11, Zwane, great player. Give him a chance,
dude.
bro.
Let's
Zwane,
also talk
hey,
about Mudau,
the guy's
guys.
fantastic.
Literally South
Honestly,
Africa won
I hope so,
Saka.
but-
Mudau locks up
Yeah,
everyone.
Mudau, he was so
Boy.
good.
Crazy. He locks up everyone. Are you serious?
He was so good.
Call him the jailer, that guy, huh? Nobody gets past him.
Nah, dude, fantastic defender. Really.
And the thing is with Mudau, he was actually like a DM, like back, like I think early on in his career. And to see how good, and he was actually a good like DM, but to see how good this guy is, like I think he was even linked with Burnley, so I know his quality, but
yeah, he reads the game excellently. So of course, a number 6 you would like, or DM, you would have to read the game super well. So you 100%. Can see that in the way he defends, dude.
Yeah,
and we also held onto the ball very
Nobody
well.
gets past him.
That I was so surprised by. We held onto the ball, like, especially in the first half. Like I was like, wow, we're playing very, very well. Where we couldn't hold onto the ball in any other matches, so it seemed like we could play different systems as well.
See, it's the momentum.
Yeah, it's
going
to be interesting to see what's happening.
It's on Wednesday, right?
Wednesday at 7.
Wednesday at 7.
Yo,
I can't wait.
That's a game, bro.
Folks, this is also the first time Bafana have made an AFCON semi-final since 2000. So the last time Bafana played in an AFCON, none of us were born. Between me, Tanda, and Simon, none of us were born, dude.
Yeah.
The last time Bafana played in an
But
AFCON.
also, before we continue, can I just say the women from Cabo Verde are phenomenally I was like, what's going on here? Like, I didn't even know. Cabo Verde,
those cameramen were tripping.
Y'all are fire, bro. Baddies everywhere. I was so surprised.
That's exactly why Gideon doesn't even know how well we defended and our best players. This guy's looking at these women, bro. Exactly, bro.
Nah, but like this levels there, like holy shit.
And one gent was like, the real man of the match for that game was the cameraman, because this guy kept on doing whatever these hands were. It's not Robert Williams. It's the cameraman who's like, yo. At some point, I was like, yes. And you go to the same girl like at least 3 times within that time. I'm like, yes. Like, this guy deserves
they baddies,
the match. Yeah, but they bad.
But also, it seems like South Africa only had those 4 supporters, like Mama Joy and the 3 people loving around Mama Joy.
Yeah.
Like, besides, no other South Africa. Like
Mama Joy, bro. Mama Joy's gonna take us all the way, bro.
Yeah. She's holding it down for real.
Trophy.
If we make the finals, surely we go. Gideon will sponsor us, right? If we make the finals,
Barcelona
taking us to Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah. I think I would love if you can play Cote d'Ivoire in the final, bro. Because they played so well in the group stages. That gives me some hope. Especially in the final game, they were about to get knocked out, and then they still lost 4-0.
They're defending champions as well. They knocked out Senegal after that.
Yeah.
Back-to-back victories.
So you think they'll win this? You think they'll win the semi-final
against the Congo?
The thing is,
it's difficult to say.
If they do, it's over for whoever plays them in the final. I'm sorry. If you're playing an AFCON final at home, there's no way you lose.
Yeah, home advantage.
Even Mama Joy is ashamed, man. She's just one of the first.
There's 4 of them and there's like 45,000 of them shaved.
4 of them.
Yeah.
Me, I'm still like this, but I'm proud of it.
Gotta hold out hope, guys. I mean, Tyler won a Grammy last night, guys. SA's winning things, man. We've been winning
Springboks.
And
look at us go, Springboks. Vickers, bro. Now Tyler, hey. It's our time.
Such a lit time to be a South African.
Bro,
it's always a lit time to be a South African.
I'm
now
a Piano FC.
Yeah, now it's extra.
We knocked out Morocco. Now, guys, this is
our
tournament.
The best ranked team on the continent, bro.
Yeah, no, but I'm proud of them. Like, wherever they end up, I'm proud of them. 100%. Because Bruce has done a lot. With the,
I was expecting a round of 16, though. So way past my expectations.
We're in the semis, guys. I can't believe it.
Semi-final. Very proud.
You guys see Bellingham called Greenwood a rapist?
I saw, now he might get banned.
Didn't you see?
Yeah, you saw it. He said it, and now he might get banned.
Yeah,
for 5 or 6
Well,
allegedly.
No,
you can see it on the screen.
When did they play?
Yeah, I know, but
and then he was like,
yeah, but it's the statement because now they're getting like they're doing an investigation on it on getting a lip reader. So me, I'm saying
Dog.
allegedly.
There's a video with sound.
Investigate
There's a video
the
with
racism
sound.
against Vinicius.
There's a video with sound.
Simon said
Nah,
that's his compatriot as well. So it's
Yeah,
weird
bro.
for English players to
I
say
don't
that.
think
in
Ronaldo
another
doesn't
English
play for
football.
England.
100%. Yeah. But I think Bellingham
The thing
also
is-
just mentality, man. You know, you will use whatever if it's an inch or
Yeah.
mile to get in your mind.
But
You
don't
know,
you
you will
Don't you think
But
it's
he is
wrong?
a
'Cause-
rapist, though.
Yeah, exactly. But
Sure.
why would they punish? They saying I heard 10-match suspension for Bellingham for saying that.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was
Mm.
something else. But
And La Liga will ban you,
that's
bro.
crazy.
They will ban you for the craziest things. Honestly.
No. I mean, I still love Barca as a club,
can I-
so I'm hoping that does happen. So
Bruh, what's up with
Barca has a chance in La Liga.
Can I get this? Can I
There's
get
no
this?
way.
Can I get this right? So racism against Vinicius is completely bad.
Like,
Yeah.
it's picking up, bro.
But
according to them,
for Mason Greenwood a rapist, and that's where they draw the line.
Bro.
Because it was alleged and never founded. So you can't go and just call people rapists.
nah, dude. But everyone knows, bro.
Yeah, I
Everyone
know, but
Like,
you know, that's what La
honestly,
Liga will
bro.
say, is what I'm sure.
Yeah.
Man, that's what I don't like
you guys-
about
did
like La Liga. Like La Liga would just like
True.
they get to decide whether
Yes,
something's
they get to
valid or
decide, bro.
not.
Yes.
Like Vinicius one still like gets me like it gets me to the point where it's like at some point like when that incident happened, I like literally stopped watching La Liga and like they would like be like that campaign of like lives matter what and racism. I'm like, bro, that's not the you're not helping the issue in that way. You could be
Yeah,
doing more, but
100%.
you're just
Yes, for sure.
you're just adding more fuel to the fire.
And also, I saw
But-
like Italy has also now started banning, supporters that come to the stadium and all racist chants. They banned them now for
How
life.
did they find them? How did they
I don't
find them?
know.
Cameras,
It should be
boy.
tech that can be developed though, surely. Like find
there
these
should
guys.
be cameras.
You
There
know,
should be cameras in
we're in La
stadiums.
Liga,
Yeah.
like do monkey
Public
chants
camera,
and stuff.
facial recognition, and then social media,
Yeah,
and looking at the
100%.
people's bookings, stuff like
But
that.
also you can,
That's
you
great.
know where the person's seat is. Like they must
Yeah.
book the ticket. Just check the ticketing system. Okay, no, it's this guy at 6E, and then ban his ass.
Yeah, but the way we move around, when we buy rugby tickets, bro, we're
No,
gonna
but it's
be
not the
banned.
same. No,
We're not even saying anything.
Barcelona, very good. Again, I think that now the pressure's off since Xavi has decided to resign. I'm very sad about Xavi resigning. I haven't said this openly on the podcast. I don't think it's fair. It's some bullshit. I was telling Kitso, Xavi said even before the season started that the success of our season will depend on the six that we signed, and we signed Oriol Rugmayu. So I didn't understand what the fuck people thought was gonna happen. You warned Bartomeu like, guys, we need a six. Sergio Busquets has been here for years. Without the six, we're not gonna play well. We signed Oriol Rugmayu. Now we're playing Christensen there. He played now this weekend against Alaves there in the sixth position. Didn't play badly, but at the same time, in big Champions League matches, it's gonna bomb out. So I feel quite shit for Xavi. Don't go, Xavi, if you ever watch this. I hope that you are back at Barcelona. But away, we played very well. Also, 2 goals now in a game for El Tigro. So very happy for that.
Yeah, Victor Roque.
No,
Did you see his
Victor
red
Roque.
card? Though? His red card was
The red card was a joke.
ridiculous.
Typical La
The red
Liga
card was a
bullshit.
joke, dude.
It's
It was a
joke.
50-50.
Not only that guy comes flying into him. He's just trying to kill him.
Yeah.
He just tried to
Exactly.
kick the ball over.
Yeah,
He
like
just
what are you
Sure.
talking about?
Yeah,
How is
and
it
then
a
they
second
sent him
yellow?
off.
Exactly.
But do they
Yeah, that was
VAR
crazy.
that though? Did they VAR it?
No, it's
You
just
can't
a
if it's
red.
a second yellow.
Yeah.
You can't if it's
Oh,
a
just a
second
second
yellow.
But
Bro,
honestly, I'm not
doesn't make
surprised because, like Barcelona and Javier Tebas obviously have issues. They've been having issues for the longest time. Basically hate each other at this point. So refs are always coming for Barca, or it seems like it, the way Real Madrid is just getting away with murder. But I'm glad that Real also dropped points against Atleti.
True.
You guys are only 8 points behind.
It's a good game.
Yeah, we're only
You
8
don't
points behind
play.
now. And if you
Don't
beat them,
play.
then it's only 6 points. That's the way that 5 points. That's the way that I look at it. So, like the league is not over yet, gents. And let's see how it goes.
100%.
Oh my god.
And also, sorry, last thing. I love the fact that Gundogan can now play a bit further forward because he is a threat.
He was cooking.
He's cooking. He must make that run.
What a player.
Please, bro.
You guys.
Yeah, as long as he has defensive cover in the middle, it gives him some freedom.
Yeah, that's the thing. But he can't play in a double pivot.